Hey, everybody. I think I'm live. I got confused. I sat here like this for 10 seconds. And then said, 4 cheese, what's up, man? How's it going, everybody? It's great to be with you. We've actually got real rally alerts to look at today, which is great. So we're going to start with that, and then we'll get into spying news, UFO news. What else? I think that's about it. I don't have a ton of news. Some cool things. Human cloning. Bioengineering, I guess you'd say. And some other things. But anyway, let's get started. Very exciting day. Bitcoin is up. And the thing that gets me excited about it is we actually have a rally alert to go along with it. And so we're going to start there. Bitcoin is at 36,000 today. There's a lot above it on the daily chart if you're looking at the what's coming up. You have the SAR hanging over it. We don't like to see that. You have the Kumo cloud right above it. Nonetheless, we've got a 2 out of 3 bullish signals, indicators, whatever you want to call it, on the report. That is, you have your buy trigger, and we have a rally alert as well as that. But the trend is obviously not there yet, right? We don't have a new trend. Hopefully, we bust through and see something form. But definitely, if I was in it long, I would be very cautious. But it's nice to see it hit 36. We'll see where it goes. But that goes along with a lot of other rally alerts. So we've got one for ADA, and we did, in fact, hit that one as well. So when I say hit it, our pulse waivers have access to our buy triggers and our sell triggers and our rally and crash alerts all in the same report. So along with that rally alert, we had a buy trigger, and ADA has sailed through it. See, Theta also has from ADA to Theta. Theta also has a rally alert, just barely over the buy trigger on that. So if we look at the 4-hour, Theta's in the Kumo cloud. Let's see where ADA is. This is the ADA USD, I think. Yeah. A little bit healthier looking, so that's exciting, at least in the 4-hour. Let me look at the daily again. Yeah, it's got that whole Kumo cloud. So let's look at another one. BCH was also had a rally alert. I think BCH hit, yeah, it did. It hit the buy trigger. So all these are long at this point. I'd be very cautious with everything else that's going on in the market, but so I'd probably be a little bit more aggressive taking profits if I were long on these. But that's not financial advice, because not the world's greatest trader, in terms of execution, right? So, but that's the beauty of the pulse waves, is give you a smart entry point, and then you can manage using our pop method, which is kind of foolproof. Once you've got some profit, you can set it and at least lock in what you've already gotten to take that off the table. So that's why I don't love the PulseWave price triggers, because I'm a great trader. Dex is a great trader. I'm not. I love the price triggers because I'm not a great trader. That's what they're there for. So some opportunities in the market today, but I'd definitely be aggressive in taking profits. Me personally, not financial advice. Do your own research, manage your own trades, be a grown up. All right. That's it for rally and crash alerts. By the way, follow me on Twitter. I even have a link for you in the chat. All of the stuff we look at today, I'll retweet or link to or something like that. Starting with this, Poso wanted to say good morning to all you and NSA employees in charge of monitoring us. Make it a great day. And of course, he's referring to this just unbelievable story with Tucker Carlson, where he comes out very clearly. And if you haven't watched the video, I retweeted it recently. If you haven't watched it, it's pretty remarkable. He's going over something with the FBI, and then he pivots to talking about how they had a whistleblower not come into their offices, I think, contact them by phone. But he puts on the end there, they were able to confirm that his texts, I think it was specifically, he said his texts were in the possession of the whistleblower who was blowing the whistle on the NSA. And what they said was very clear. The reason they're here is to get your show pulled. So here's the thing: that's shocking in and of itself, but you have to sort of step back and say, why would the NSA be seeking to get someone's show pulled? Right? Obviously, they're trying to control the messaging. They don't like the messaging of the show. They don't like the political implications. They don't like the things that are being revealed there. So I don't know if I was a person who had one or two brain cells that haven't been jabbed right out of my skull, but was still left leaning or even center center right, center left. You see this kind of thing. The NSA is trying to get a not Alex Jones, Tucker Carlson taken off the air for just very basic conservative stuff. You know, Tucker isn't running around telling you that the WHO is trying to kill you and stuff like that. Or maybe he is, but he's saying stuff that is grounded in reality on a certain level, and not going as far as a person like me would. And yet the NSA is looking to take him off the air. So I think the implications of that are huge. Not, you know, to the people watching this kind of program, Pulse Waivers, this is news to no one. You've probably been pretty deep down the rabbit hole. But I always look at it in terms of what are the masses getting? And I know as a matter of, yeah, no, nothing against Alex, man. I'm just saying that in terms of public perception, there are categories that people get put into. So if you found out that the government was trying to hinder something from somebody who's considered, I don't know what the word is, but even then, if the it'd be even worse, right? If the NSA is going after an Alex Jones type, right? Because then you're going, wait, which part? Right? Which part don't you want people to hear? What's that about, right? Because if you know, that's the thing with Tucker, it's a little harder to say he's a crazy conspiracy theorist. So that comment from, what's your name? Creamy Rican. That's amazing. Is helping me sharpen my thoughts on this a little bit. So I appreciate it. And the thing is this, that, you know, Tucker's not some kind of revolutionary calling people to riot every night. He's not a Q guy. You know, like it's hard to spin a story of him being a danger to people. And what is the NSA doing involved in that? I mean, it's illegal on so many levels. It's disturbing on so many levels. So looking from the categories that mainstream media take, I know they're trying to make Tucker into the king of all of the horrible white supremacist people out there. But I don't think that has fully gripped the American psyche. He's at least on Fox News, right? So I don't know. I'm always wondering. My brother and I were talking about this last night, and he's like, you just don't appreciate how far people are from, and it's funny because I was actually saying this to him on another level, on another topic, but you just don't realize how far people are from accepting how profoundly corrupt and how there must be at this point some kind levels of deep conspiracy that would just shock the public. And I like to talk about people who are, say, your friends who might even watch programming like this. They're pretty conservative, you know, they're pretty outraged at what's going on. They maybe voted for Trump. I know a lot of people like that, for example, who have had the medical procedure twice, and all love and respect. In fact, the people who are in the media right now who are spreading the most useful information about it have themselves had it, most of them. Right? Two of the guys that Weinstein had on his show, Weinstein, they both had the Moderna. So, you know, there are a lot of people who watch this kind of programming who are not at the skeptical level where they would say, what? Oh, of course I didn't get that. What, are you crazy? Which is my sort of gut reaction when I talk to someone who got it. I go, what do you mean? And there was a lot of people in my life who I love and respect and still do, you know. I don't think they watch the show, but, you know, wonderful people. But I'm saying to myself, what do you mean you went and got that? And the funny thing is, even while they're telling you they got it, they're saying to you, I sort of this and that, and I had to do this, and, you know, for the kids, and they just didn't know. They didn't even know why they got it, right? Because the messaging, even out of conservative channels, was the same. So I say that to make this point, that there are a lot of people who are really, really, really far from believing that there are evil forces in the government, evil forces that have been penetrated and captured by, say, the CCP or other interests in the world that are actually actively trying to hurt us. And some of that reporting has been coming out on Tucker's show. So it's disturbing. Why is the NSA trying to stop? That's the thing we have to keep asking. Why would the NSA? I mean, unless Tucker's a total psychopath and is lying, which I just don't believe. Why is the NSA spying on Tucker to get his show? Why does the NSA want his show off the air? What story is it? What message is it? What is so disruptive about it? Tucker's not telling people to riot every night. Is he constantly talking about the recount? He doesn't seem like a QAnon MAGA guy to me. I mean, I don't know. I don't watch his show every night. Maybe I'm missing something. I just see clips. Great stuff. The guy nails it a lot. So I don't know. It's just, I think that's the question in our travels as we tweet and discuss these things. If you on the interwebs, that's the thing to ask. Why does the NSA want to get his show taken off the air? Why? I'm shaking my computer. Why? Spying on and coercing journalists is not a new phenomenon. The world has to deal with what we're doing to Assange. He's got to be let go. Need to start just praying or something. Other news that I realize, it's funny, I'll bring things up on our shows and just then totally just drop them and not look at them, even though the news continues. But this is in my mind constantly. The UFO report, long awaited, from the Associated Press on the 25th, which, by the way, was my talks with sincerity and not a complete emotionalist. You're talking about Tucker. Yeah, I agree. I know somebody who's on that show a lot. I don't want to get them canceled. I mean, no one cares about me, so I wouldn't get them canceled, but I won't mention it. I know somebody who is on frequently. I want to believe this is the Associated Press. This is from the 25th, which was, by the way, my 22nd wedding anniversary to my beautiful wife, Erica, who is really wonderful. Erica's so good looking that it's probably comforted me over the years about like how much, like when I look ridiculous, it's like, well, at least Erica's beautiful. I know we're not supposed to think that way. It's a horrible thing, but she, on top of being the most wonderful woman I've ever met, is also a trophy wife. So she can't help it. The Associated Press on the 25th. I want to believe a long-awaited U.S. government. Let me make this bigger for you. That's what she said. I want to believe a long-awaited U.S. government report on UFO makes it clear that the truth is still out there. Investigations drew few conclusions. See, this is the thing about the 144 sightings of aircraft and other objects apparently flying at odd speeds or trajectories. So their report says very little other. I would say as we expected, but I don't know. I guess I expected that, but there was a part of me that was hoping for a little more, but that's stupid, right? the same organizations that can't handle a Fox News show are definitely not going to show you the aliens in their bunkers. So, but yeah, it seems if you look at the congressmen and stuff when they're talking about it, it doesn't look like they've been told the truth, but it looks like they have been told enough to be scared. So I don't know. We'll see. It's like they're admitting it without telling us anything. What they're not doing is telling us. And I wonder if the people who are in a position to make a report like this probably don't really even know what we would like to think they would know. It's probably very far out of their hands. So I suppose it's to be expected. One thing we did. How did I miss this? This is happening. Theta Mainnet 3.0 is happening. One day, 4 hours. Tomorrow's the day. So tomorrow afternoon, it goes live. So that's exciting. That's all I really had to say about it. It's nice to see that a bull market is starting right before, well, some bullish activity in the market. It's not a bull market. I don't know, maybe it is. But bullish activity in the market happening right before mainnet launch. So that's really exciting. We'll see how that goes. So very, very cool. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for being with me. It was great to have all of you here. And we'll see you soon. I'll go to PulseWaveTrading.com. I'm out. Got to go celebrate my daughter's 8th birthday. So now you know everything about my personal life. My my anniversary, birthdays, but it's a great week, great time to be alive. So, despite how messed up the world is, it's all very exciting to see the truth leaking out from every pore of our crumbling civilization. All right, God bless.